the positivity and the energy was still there. And we played great defense throughout the game. Sometimes you just have bad shooting nights, but sometimes when you have bad shooting nights, your defense is bad too. But I feel like today, the energy was there defensively. We're doing very, very well defensively, and it was just the course of the game where things start to change offensively for us, and just having that positive vibe throughout the whole game was really big.
Is there anyone in particular that you feel brings that positivity?
And do what?
Is there anyone in particular that you feel like brings that positivity or extra energy, whether it's in the locker room or on the bench? What have you noticed?
I mean, I think it was everybody. Again, I think it was just a consensus. It was across the board today that everybody was positive, and maybe it's just because everybody wasn't shooting the ball well. You kind of look to each other more, and you're kind of like, all right, well, we can do it defensively and grind this game out. I think Dante was probably the only one who shot the ball pretty well today, or decently. Brooke had some nice ones too, but I really do feel like defensively we just had just across the board had great energy.
Eric, name?
You mentioned not being able to shoot it well, but you end up hitting a big corner three at the end of regulation. So I guess for you, just there's that stretch where you get a bucket, you get the corner three. End of regulation, it was more, like it wasn't just Giannis getting the buckets. It was him kind of kicking it out to everybody else. Just kind of how have you seen this team evolve over time in crunch time?
I just think getting comfortable with each other in those moments and in close games. And again, sometimes it's Chris. Sometimes it might be myself. Tonight, Giannis had a great second half, and the way he got to the basket and distributed was awesome. But I do think that we're starting to really trust each other, especially down the stretch, to make big plays, even on a night where we didn't shoot the ball well. So I feel like it's about making the right play, and we've been doing that pretty consistently.
You've been in the league for a long time. You understand it's a business. You've been a part of trade rumors, all of it. Just what are you thinking as all of a sudden the game's getting ready to go and it's like, well, these three dudes ain't going to play tonight. So how do you kind of go through that?
We still have a goal. They're like family to us, but at the end of the day, we still have to play a game. So whatever happens, but I feel like at that time we still have to lock in and we have to be prepared to play a game. And again, we know the business of basketball and how it goes. So I just think being a professional is the best thing you can do.
Jim Ozarski.
Hey, Jrue. I know it's hard to win any game in this league, and I understand the big goal is the playoffs. However, I mean, it is the Eastern Conference leaders on their home court. Is it nice to win a game like this, I guess, to come in and beat does it mean something? Does it make you feel a little better than maybe?
Yeah, it's a really good feeling. It's a really good feeling. Again, just last game on the road, third game, and we want to go home. We want to go home with a win. And again, these are the guys that we feel like we'll see deep in the playoffs. And then at the same time, not shooting the ball well. I feel like a grinded out game like this, just getting our confidence in that, even though we aren't scoring that well, we always have a chance to win because of how good our defense is. In my opinion, it was a great win. And because I personally like beating Philly. So
the other night, Giannis, he was asked about, he had a run of points late, and he said, he's not Kobe. He's not that kind of guy who sees things to score or take over in that way. But obviously tonight, and Eric mentioned it, the distributing, he finishes differently or finish. How have you, coming in, how have you seen him, I guess, as that kind of go-to closer if it's not traditional, like a Dame, for instance?
Right.
He does it differently. Does that make sense?
I mean, he does do it differently. He doesn't have the 35-footer. He didn't have the sidestep 35-footer. He has something that Dame doesn't have. And for him to be around the basket all the time and to have that touch around the basket, and I feel like he's developing this shot when it's 10 to 7 feet, kind of pull up. That's hard to stop. I mean, damn near 7 feet tall, and who's going to block that? So I feel like tonight when he sat down on the floor, the shot before that, him hitting the behind the back to the step back, that's a shot that I feel like he can get all the time because, again, he's that talented and athletic, and if he has confidence in that, man, I feel like he can really do that more.
Yeah.